It is now officially December, which means it is time to prepare the house for Christmas. Didn't that intro sound very old-fashioned? It kind of reminded me of Little House on the Prairie. But in all seriousness, welcome to part 2 of creating a handmade home, the Christmas edition, which I'm super excited about today. So excited to get my house ready for Christmas. So excited about a couple of things that I changed in my home. And so excited to be having you all join me. So with that being said, let's head inside. In my opinion, one of the things that speaks of Christmas the most is just having a nice little cozy fire in the stove. It really does add such a warm scent of hominess to the house. The cozy glow, besides the crackling of the fire, which you will probably hear in the background of this video as I'm doing this recording. The other thing that has made our house so cozy this winter is this essential oil from Simply Earth. And it is called Fir Needle, and it literally smells exactly like the dream Christmas tree. So I've been using it every couple of days at least, and wow, it really makes our house smell so Christmassy. I love it. I'll have a link down below for where you can get a bottle. So the beginnings of this video really started a couple of days back. I decided to rearrange my living room for probably about the millionth time since we've moved in. I need changes sometimes. So I rearranged a whole bunch of stuff, which of course sent me on the discovery of cleaning up tons of toys and tons of things hidden under where the couches used to be and the piano used to be. And so it's a very good feeling now knowing that at least presently there are not piles of garbage underneath my pieces of furniture. So that was day number 1. Day number 2 was getting this beautiful little Christmas tree out at my in-laws' property and bringing that home. I must say, now celebrating Christmas and getting ready for Christmas with a 2.5-year-old, it really just makes you feel like a little kid again. She was so excited about finding a tree, so excited about setting it up and decorating it. It just makes it really special. Christmas tree. Look out for the bulbs, Carrie. Every time I decorate a Christmas tree, I'm reminded that there's a skill when it comes to decorating a Christmas tree. And the second thing that I'm reminded of is that I do not have the skill of decorating a Christmas tree. But that's okay. It's charming anyway. And of course, with children or without children, there are usually still accidents. While we were up at my in-laws' place over Thanksgiving weekend, my husband and I and daughter and then brother and sister-in-law all wandered out into their gorgeous woods, and my husband just packed our car full of cedar boughs, which was so wonderful because we don't actually have any here on the property that we live at my mom's place. So these boughs are just beautiful. In my opinion, cedar boughs are about the most Christmassy decoration you can possibly use, and the even more amazing thing is that they're free and they make your house smell so incredibly good. So we got a whole bunch of these, and I made tons of garland, I made tons of swags, and tons of wreaths. I believe this is now day 3 of Christmas decorating. One of the things I really like to do is look around and just start to become creative with using things we already have as decor. So this was a little rocking horse I bought for my daughter this last summer, and I antiqued it. And what could be more Christmassy and charming than a swag on an antique rocking horse? I don't know, I just think it's pretty cute. The other thing I really like about it is the fact that you spend no money. However, I did go to the dollar store and bought these bows for $1, which was a pretty good deal. Another thing that I decided to do, seeing that I wanted to make our house feel really Christmassy, is I made one of the recipes out of this subscription box that I've been getting. This was a Christmas Grove room spray, and this is from a company called Simply Earth, and I've talked about them before, but I've been working with them for the past couple months and I've just been super impressed. So this is a subscription box you can get once a month that has 4 oils, 6 recipes, a whole bunch of different things you can use for the recipes, and it's kind of themed to the seasons. And so this one for December is super Christmassy, and I've just been very, very impressed. I'm very skeptical of working with a lot of different companies out there, and I've just really been so happy with this company. So if you are at all interested in getting this Christmas subscription box or any oils, just a one-time purchase or whatever, I'll have a link down below that will give you $40 off your second purchase. So thank you so much for supporting me and for supporting this channel and for supporting this really cool business. It's really fun, and our house smells so good thanks to their fabulous 100% pure oils, which is pretty cool. So now that my house is smelling super Christmassy and super good, I went back to more decorating, and I just put these cedar boughs everywhere. And if you saw, I think it was my last video, I was making a whole bunch of these wooden rustic signs, and most of them I took over to our other house and put them up at a little roadside stand that I have there to sell. But I saved a few that were not quite perfect and put them up. So I kind of just scattered these old rustic signs throughout the house, and I feel like between the signs and the cedar boughs, you get more of an old-fashioned feeling, which is really what I'm going for. I love the old-fashioned look, and I feel like it's a look that is easy to imitate without having to go out and buy a lot of new stuff, which I'm a big fan of. Something that I notice in a lot of Pinterest pictures is that their gift wrapping skills are actually like a form of art and a Christmas decoration in and of themselves. And so a couple of years ago, I actually started wrapping my gifts early and trying to get all my gifts done by December. And it really just gives a lot more time to put intention and love into the actual packaging of the present, which I'm not that good at, but I'm trying to get better at. The only things that I bought this year for Christmas decorations were just a couple of bows and then these wooden wicker wreaths at the dollar store. And so it did not add up to more than a couple of dollars, but they really worked pretty well for both decorating with the bows and then making little wreaths out on the porch with some extra cedar, which was really fun as well and saves a ton of money because wreaths are expensive. At the grocery store here, they are $22 for a small wreath. Like, it is costly. So this is a very cheap way to do it. This wreath cost me $3, including the wreath hanger, which is really nice. I know I mentioned at the beginning of this video how cozy it is to have a fire every single day, which we have all during the winter. However, that does mean that the firewood task is basically never over. I know I've mentioned in a video long since past that I really hate the fact that we have a TV in our living room, but there's really no other spot to put it because our house is very small. So I'm super excited that in my next Creating a Handmade Home video, I have all the ideas sketched out for a TV cover that I'm going to be building out of wood that's going to be decorative, and I am very stoked to have this thing finally hidden because I'm sick of looking at it all the time, even though we very rarely ever use our TV. Well, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope it gave you some ideas or just kind of made you feel more in the Christmas spirit. I will leave that link down below for those oils if you're interested, and I'll hopefully see you next week in my next video. Bye, you all.